Flamboyant, modest and earnest somehow, Oubre Jr. pulls it off, with style. When asked to describe the eccentric costume he wore to John Wall's Halloween party, Oubre Jr. did not disappoint. The Washington Wizards forward never turns down a chance to discuss his style. "I was like a Dalmatian, dead rock star," Oubre said. "It was kind of a lot going on, but we made it look good. That's all I do, make stuff look good." Amid laughter from the reporters standing around him, Oubre looked into a television camera and winked. "The kid is so flamboyant. But that's just his personality off the court." To understand the 21-year-old Oubre and why he's enjoying a breakthrough in his third NBA season, you have to understand his intriguing duality. When he introduced himself to the NBA wearing a red suit and gold spiky shoes during the 2015 draft, it was only natural to assume Oubre was a prima donna who needed to be humbled. But, surprisingly, he's as gritty on the basketball court as he is flashy away from the game. Wizards uncovered something special while using Oubre in place of Markieff Morris. Oubre already thinks like a star, acts like a star and dreams of being a star. It's the way most first-round draft picks are, especially the one-and-done college clique. But here's what separates Oubre from his peers: he intends to get there by employing a blue-collar flair. For the average coddled young prospect, the approach is more daring than trying to pull off a Dalmatian, dead rock star costume. He has great style off the court, but he doesn't play like that on the court, Wizards coach Scott Brooks said. "The thing I love about him is that he's never stopped working. That's why he has been able to go through the ups and downs and hard lessons of being a young player in the NBA. Oubre is developing into the athletic, multi-positional, defensive-minded weapon the Wizards envisioned when they defied convention and traded up in the draft to acquire him 2 years ago. At the time, it seemed that they could have made better use of the pick by selecting a power forward or backup point guard. But Ernie Grunfeld and the front office fell for the 6'7" Oubre's raw talent and long arms. They saw him fitting into an up-tempo style as a coveted 3-and-D wing player, meaning they hoped he would become a reliable three-point shooter and specialize in guarding anyone on the perimeter. Early in his third season, Oubre is just that, but with a little more pizzazz, of course. Entering Wednesday night's game, he was averaging 11.5 points and 6.2 rebounds and operating with good offensive efficiency, 45.3% shooting overall, 44.4% on three-pointers. He also has improved his defense, which has been his strength as a pro, flying around, getting deflections, blocking shots and showing progress both guarding on the ball and displaying better awareness off it. After a Jason Smith injury in the season opener, Oubre was inserted into the starting lineup, and even though the Wizards have had to play small, he is one of the primary reasons they have fared so well during Markieff Morris's absence. With Morris set to return soon, Oubre will go back to a bench role. His minutes will be trimmed, but his importance won't be minimized. If the Wizards want to take command in the Eastern Conference, they need Oubre to play like this all season. Brooks underplays Oubre's improvement a little, preferring to focus on how he can get better. Asked whether he does that for motivation, Brooks admits, there is something to that. Brooks is looking at Oubre in the present and the future. As good as Oubre is now, there's more to his game. And the sooner he brings it out, the better this franchise will be. Markieff Morris, sidelined by sports hernia surgery, expects to return this week. Still, it's worth appreciating how far Oubre has come while being in a situation that many young players can't handle. He was a high draft pick, number 15 overall, but Oubre didn't join a losing team with plenty of patience and playing time. He came to a playoff squad that already had Otto Porter Jr. at his small forward position. Many good prospects have gotten lost in those situations, trying to find their place on a good team and failing to adjust to an accomplished team that doesn't revolve around them. A lot of times, younger players, they want to have everything right away, Brooks said. Coaches want them to earn everything. Sometimes there is a conflict that can mess up a relationship and stunt a player's growth. It's so hard to make it in this league, and talent is not the only way to make it. You have to work. You have to find the way that you can help the team, even if it isn't the role that you imagined for yourself. As a rookie, Oubre went from one and done to playing just 10.7 minutes a game. He was in and out of the rotation under former Wizards coach Randy Whitman.